Hey everybody, Wrestling Figure Observer Podcast, episode 14. It's October 25, 2016, and today we got a bunch of news from the wrestling figure world to talk about. We're going to talk about the new WWE Mattel Tough Talkers action figures. We're going to talk about the independent wrestling figure line by Figures Toy Company. There are some new names announced, and there's a new picture of a new figure. And also we're going to talk about what just popped up in a Target advertisement, something really interesting to say at least. So I would say we will get right into this episode and start off with the Mattel Tough Talker action figures. So I think these figures are like the replacement for the Super Strikers, Flex Force, all that kind of stuff that we had over the years. The Tough Talkers will be just that for this coming year, and I gotta say, these look a lot better than Super Strikers, Flex Force, and all that stuff. So what they're going to do is they're going to talk, so they're going to say signature phrases of the specific WWE superstar. So I would imagine Bray Wyatt would say follow the buzzards or something like that. We don't know exactly what they're saying yet. We just got images of them, and I would say we take a look at all of the figures, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts on them. And we will start off with the Bray Wyatt, and to be honest, I think this looks really awesome. So what it looks like is that these have basic articulation. Could be wrong on that, but it seems like it. And the Bray Wyatt, I just love that attire. It's really damn cool. Might pick that up actually, just to see how those Tough Talkers are. And this Bray Wyatt is just awesome. It looks really damn cool. Then there are a couple more figures in that set. We have a Kevin Owens, which is nothing really special. Same goes for Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose is in the set as well. Then we have John Cena. And we have this like really cool looking Seth Rollins with the painted on entrance vest. And in his completely black attire, I think that he wore like at Battleground 2015, was it that? I think it was, and I'm really surprised Mattel never made this attire for an basic or elite yet. So this is pretty cool that we're getting this. And then there are also 2-packs that are going to be released. We have an Undertaker Brock Lesnar pack, and then we have a The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin pack. So let's just take a quick look again at the Stone Cold and The Rock figures, so we can kind of figure out what articulation those will have. And like I said, to me it looks like they have basic articulation, and then they have like that button that you can press so they can talk. Pretty cool thing actually. So these will also maybe appeal to collectors that collect basics. I don't know if they will. The button there on their chest looks kind of weird, but still I could see people picking these up because that Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins, they definitely have some cool attires going for them. So yeah, really looking forward to how these will turn out in the end, what they will say and all that kind of stuff. So that should be interesting. So next topic I'd like to talk about here today are the Rising Stars independent wrestling figures by Figures Toy Company, and there are actually a lot of names announced already. So let's just go through all of them really quick. We got Cliff Compton, we got Chris Hero, we got AJ Styles, who just got released for $29.99, which is way too much in my opinion. Amber Gallows, which is the wife of Luke Gallows, if you didn't know that. Brian Myers, Kurt Hawkins, who is also already in the WWE. We got Tama Tonga, which is pretty cool, Bullet Club member right there. We got Joey Ryan, which is pretty cool as well. That figure is coming out pretty soon as well, I think. We got Kenny Omega. We will talk about that figure soon. We have Doc Gallows, also already signed by WWE. We got Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Pretty excited for these, actually, even though I'm not a big fan of the head scans. We got Sami Callihan. We got Bull James, who also was known as Bull Dempsey in NXT. We got Brian Cage, which is pretty cool. We got Evilise. Don't even know who that is, to be honest. We got Trevor Lee, he's like TNA, and he's doing really great in PWG. We have Sanjay Dutt. We got Chuck Taylor and Trent, best friends right there. We got Rocky Romero, also in the line from New Japan, you might know him. We got Colt Cabana, and we got Homicide. So this is a really stacked line, actually. We just got to see how these work out when they're going to come out, because it always takes Figures Toy Company ages to make these figures, which I guess we have to understand because they are like a smaller company and whatever. But yeah, those lineups that they got going are pretty cool, so we can look forward to see images of all these guys. But we already got an image of Kenny Omega just recently, and this figure looks bad, in my opinion. It looks really bad. I mean, there's nothing you can really judge from the picture except the head scan, and that head scan doesn't look like Kenny Omega at all. Like, does it look like Kenny Omega to you? To me, it doesn't. I mean, the accessory will be probably pretty good. He has that jacket that he always wore when he was the cleaner. I was actually wanting to pick this up because I'm a huge Kenny Omega fan, but I don't really know if I want it because it just doesn't look like him. I think my custom looks a lot more like him, actually. So I don't know on that one. Gotta see how the finished product looks, but this isn't really good. If you have seen the recent hangout from the Elite, they posted like a Q&A, live Q&A, and Kenny Omega was actually joking about how long it takes them to make his figure, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, like I said, doesn't really look too much like Kenny Omega, but still looking forward to seeing all these other faces from the Rising Stars line. And now let's get finally into something that has really surprised me this morning. So in the new Target advertisement, there is a new Hall of Fame 4-pack, and actually that is the Hall of Fame 4-pack, the cancelled Hall of Fame 4-pack that we had in a previous episode. So Bill said those were cancelled for some reason, and now they popped up in this Target advertisement. So I don't really know, are they really cancelled, or are we going to get those eventually this Christmas season? I would say chances are 50-50. Maybe Bill lied to us about it, which could be a thing. Or maybe Target just had this picture in their system and they printed it in their catalog because the guy that edits it has no idea about WWE figures. So we really don't know, but it would be really cool if they released this 4-pack, in my opinion. I would love that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I have the prototype version of Kevin Nash, but I would really love to have the painted version as well. The Eddie Guerrero is kind of cool as well. Don't really care too much for Larry Zbyszko, but man, it could be something cool if they come out with this 4-pack. Let me know in the comment section below if you would buy that. I would definitely try to get my hands on it if it would come out, but like I said, I can't promise it that this will come out. It might be cancelled and just have been a mistake by Target, but I really wanted to tell you guys about it because maybe some of you don't get that Target advertisement or anything. So that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. We got bunch of news today. I will be back as always once we have more news, which will most likely be this weekend because we have Ringside Fest, which probably means a ton of new images of new WWE Mattel figures, which should be really awesome. Looking forward to it. I'll keep you guys updated on that one. And thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.